We are super excited because we are going to be grandparents. We're so excited. God is so good to us, and it was such a blessing. We were able to find out with my family about 2 weeks ago, I think.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. All right, so remember how we were like speculating that Anna Duggar might be pregnant? Yeah, I know. You guys are always like, it's so rare to speculate. But you know, I feel like when Anna is pregnant, she's gonna have a hard time acknowledging it or even wanting to admit that she's pregnant because there's so much going on right now with Josh and with his sister Jill calling out a lot of the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. And I think people are critical of her having any more children with him. We are still patiently waiting for an announcement there. But in the meantime, there was another announcement for a baby on the way, and it is by not who you think. That's right. All right. So we know that Anna Duggar has a little brother, right? His name is Nathan Keller. He lives in Florida with his mom. Actually, no, he doesn't. He lives in Florida with his wife, Nurie. Nathan is married to Nurie Rodrigues, who they became married in July of 2020. Now, they got married in the middle of a pandemic, and Josh Duggar was front and center. He actually was the MC of their event. Anna Duggar and the kids were all there in attendance. So these are a family that is about to have a new niece or nephew because Nurie is pregnant. So Jill Rodrigues, Nurie's mom, loves attention, loves it. She has been dying to become like the Duggars for years. Her problem is that she is usually running or fleeing or on the run from somebody who might be kind of sort of looking at her for maybe allegedly not feeding her kids. And they run this ministry where they make these pamphlets, which are ridiculous, and they play instruments and they go from church to church to sell their pamphlets, and then they try to remind everyone of their connections to all the famous fundies. All right. So Jill hit jackpot gold, sort of, when she became a de facto in-law. And I mean like really de facto in-law when her daughter married Nathan Keller. So she was so excited about this courtship. She was so excited about this upcoming nuptial. She was so excited about her daughter getting married that she put it all over her YouTube channel, all over Facebook. She posted the entire wedding on her YouTube channel, which has Josh Duggar prominently in the video. And then now we knew it was only going to be a matter of time before Nurie was pregnant because they don't practice any sort of form of contraceptives. She's down in Florida right now and shockingly decided that Nurie needs to announce the pregnancy right now when she's only in her first trimester and barely 7 weeks pregnant. That's right. Check it out.
Okay, I want to make sure you can hear this. We are super excited because we are going to be grandparents. We're so excited. God is so good to us, and it was such a blessing. We were able to find out with my family about 2 weeks ago, I think. And so that was really nice. We were able to be with my family when we found out. And I'm about 7 weeks along, and we're due in October 12th of 2021.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to just welcoming this new life into the world that God has blessed us with.
Yes.
Okay, so first off, a lot of the people in my comments when I shared this were like kind of stunned that Jill made the announcement all about her. But you guys, that's just what Jill does. Jill is loves to get attention, loves to be the center of attention. She also was wearing her Plexus sweatshirt, which people were like, always an opportunity for her to push her crappy juice. She knew that this announcement was going to be watched by a lot of people because everyone was waiting for this announcement. So the fact that she's wearing the Plexus is not accidental. She wants you to join her team. Don't. But she made it about herself by saying, we're going to be grandparents. Or we're going to be in the Nurie and Nathan come up and do grandparents, right? And then Nurie says that she's only 7 weeks along, which got a lot of people pretty upset when I posted this on my Instagram. A lot of you guys were concerned about the fact, there was two things that bothered you about this announcement. One, the fact that she's only 7 weeks, and two, the fact that Jill made this all about her. So here are some of the comments. Oh no, Nurie girl, you're only 7 weeks. Don't announce so soon. All jokes aside, hopefully the baby is born healthy and Nurie is okay, but really wish that you were allowed to wait a while before rushing into parenthood. Why couldn't Nurie and Nathan announce the news themselves? I love the kids, but the parents, I try to like them. It's not going to, well, oh well, congrats Nathan and Nurie. Another person said, I just feel like you should wait until the first trimester is over before you make any announcements. Things can change so quickly. 7 weeks is really early. I hope Nurie is okay. So she says that they find out all together, right? And so a lot of people were joking that, you know, it would be in typical Jill fashion that she would go and buy the test for Nurie and make her take it while she's standing there. And I wouldn't be shocked. And a lot of people also were noting that Jill has been very outspoken about how she and Nurie want to get pregnant at the same time. So a lot of people were like, oh, cue for Jill to announce her pregnancy. Jill did not announce her pregnancy, but she still managed to make it about herself. And then after sharing that, she shared a photo of her daughter, which is kind of gross and cringy at the same time, of their announcement that she claims is them deciding how they were going to tell their siblings. And it was a photo behind this really bizarre backdrop where it looks like the 1980s at Olin Mills. Okay, I don't even know if Olin Mills would have had a backdrop like this, but it says tested positive but not for COVID, due on October 12th of 2021. So I shared that, and some of you guys were agitated because it seems to make light of the fact that so many people have passed from COVID. In fact, we entered over 500,000 in the United States alone. And this tested positive just seemed to make light of the pandemic. Others of you were like, again, why the bad backdrop? What's with the weird thumbs up? And why couldn't she have waited? All right, so I don't know why she couldn't have waited. My guess is that she made the announcement because her mom happens to be in Florida right now. And I get the sense that Nurie was going to make the announcement only in context of her mom, because Jill wants everyone to know that she's pregnant. Nurie doesn't seem to have her own social media. And so without having her own social media, the only way for anyone to know is through Jill, and Jill's the one who's down there that wants everyone to know. Now, it is early, you guys, and a lot of losses will happen in the first trimester. Your first trimester does not end until your 12th week. And I think around a fourth to a third of pregnancies end in loss within the first trimester. So you have a high percentage of loss probability, and you have a girl that's very thin. People were actually surprised she was able to get pregnant because they were so worried that she was so malnourished after she moved out of her parents' house. But they seem, I don't even know if they've gone to the doctor yet, because generally you don't see your doctor until later, maybe 9, 10, 11 weeks. So much could still happen between now and then. So hopefully she wasn't forced to make the announcement, because if she has to, if there's a loss, then she'll have to announce the loss as well. It just puts her in a really uncomfortable situation. So I definitely empathize with those of you that were concerned that she was pushed to do this too soon. I find the announcement super cringy in the way that they make light of COVID. I've also been told by some of you that this is a trend that's going on Pinterest. And if you are gonna be in a trend, don't be in a trend that says you tested positive and not for COVID, because honestly, it's gross. Don't make light of an illness that has taken hundreds of thousands of lives in the United States, it kind of diminishes everything that so many people have gone through, and it diminishes and makes light of a situation that really doesn't need to be made light of. In fact, the fundamentalists have made too much light of this situation, so it feeds their ignorance in a way. So they're expecting, and they just got married, so they are going to be having a baby in October. Fingers crossed. What are your thoughts about this? Now, there hasn't been any, that I can tell, responses from Anna or her family. So I don't know if they have chimed in yet and said congratulations, but Anna's going to be an aunt again. Josh is going to be an uncle again. Keep the baby away from Josh. Tell me what your thoughts are about the announcement, about how Jill made it about herself, and what you think about that picture in the comments below. Bye, guys.